Hello friend, in a series of lecture I am going to teach you how to create a machine learning API using Django framework. So particularly in this lecture you will able to know how to train a machine learning model and how to persist this model for a future use. So in our case the future use means you have to we need to integrate this model to a Django framework. So if you go to the data set, here I am having a data set bankloan.csv. This bankloan.csv having 30 column starting from loan ID, gender, married, dependents, education, self-employed, applicant income, co-applicant income, loan amount term, and credit history, and property area, and loan status. In this, the first column represents the loan ID, which is not required for our machine learning model to train. And these are the gender, these are the married status. Similarly, the last column is the loan status. So depending upon this 11 feature, we need to predict whether this customer is eligible for the loan or not. So the loan status having it is a class. So basically it is a classification problem. So whether it is allowed to or approved loan or not approved, these two class we have. So it is a purely classification problem, and it is having 11 input feature, and you need to predict whether a customer is eligible to loan or not eligible. N means not eligible, Y means yes it is eligible. So now come to our IPython notebook. Here we are importing all the necessary package and corresponding function and class. So first of all, we will read the CSV file by using this command, and then we will drop the loan ID column, because loan ID column has no impact on our loan status. Then we are gonna remove all the row which is having null value. That means if any element of a row is missing, then we are gonna simply delete this row. Then we are gonna multiply 1000 to the loan amount, because in this case here look, the loan amount is 66. 66 means it is 66k. That means 66,000. So in order to get the exact value, we are simply multiplying 1000. And then after that we are converting it to the integer type, and here we are checking whether the data is balanced or imbalanced. So in this case the N means not approved type is 148 number, and approved type is 332. So it is a purely imbalanced data. So here we are taking the column loan status as our target value, namely pre-Y. So it is desired to drop this loan status from the main data frame, pandas data frame, and after dropping this loan status we will get the necessary feature input pre-X. So as we know, the status value is in terms of Y and N. So it is desired to convert this Y and N to a corresponding integer. So here we are converting Y to 1, and in place of N we are putting 0. So simply we are mapping this value from one domain to another. That means from Y N to 1 0. And in this case why we are required dummies, because look, in this case suppose in this area, property area column having urban, rural. So this urban, rural, this need to be converted to a one hot encoding. So to get the one hot encoded value, we use pandas get dummies. So this will simply give one extra row for each different element in a column. So after that, actually, so before we are having only 11 features. So after this line, you will get total 17 input feature. So now come to this line. So for time sake, just ignore this thing now, because this value will very much essential. This each value is very much essential in our design of Django framework. So when we will design the Django views.py, that time we will again come back to this IPython and we will require this value, and you will get everything. That means you will get every knowledge why it is required and how it is going to useful to build our Django API views.py. So for time being, let go to the another cell. So now here actually we already have an imbalanced data. So this S mode is used to balance the imbalanced data. So before that, look here, before we are having 148n, 1332y, but after this line you will get exact same n value and same y value, and this mean scalar, it will make the input feature standardized. That means standard deviation 1 and the mean value must be 0. Now come to this part. So here we are simply splitting the total data set into training and testing. So you will get input feature x train and input feature for x testing, and this is y train for target value of training, and this is the testing target value for testing, and this is and this split is actually training having 0.8, that means 80%, and testing is 0.2, that means 20%. And in this case we are actually building a TensorFlow model using the Keras front end and TensorFlow backend. So after that, after making a model, we are going to evaluate the model. So we are evaluating the model and we are checking that the training and testing error is nearly same, and the accuracy also nearly similar, so it is not overfitting yet. And then we are predicting the model, and we are doing some hyperparameter tuning, but here actually we are not doing any hyperparameter tuning, but for hyperparameter tuning sake we will use this configuration matrix to check whether which parameter is suitable. We can change this value 0.5 to any other value and check the particular hyperparameter for a better result. So after confirmation of the model, we need to persist the model for a feature reference. For that we are importing import.joblib, and the joblib.dump function is help to convert our model to a pickle, to the pickle format. So in this case, what is the pickle format? Loan underscore model.pkl. So this will save our model in our present working directory. So after execution of this line, you will get a here look, loan underscore model.pkl model is already formed, and it is already placed in our corresponding working directory. So this loan underscore model.pkl, this is helpful when we are designing a Django framework. So in that case, we will simply import this loan underscore model.pkl using this same joblib, but in case of dump we will put here load. So joblib.load, this is another function of joblib which will help to import to convert the pickle file to the TensorFlow model, and by using the model we can predict result.